Did you know a T-Rex fossil named Gus sold for $50.1 million in New York? Here's the surprising part. It's the buyer's job to verify authenticity, like checking tooth damage and bone texture under light. Another twist, even a tiny missing bone can change the scientific value, so collectors pay for completeness, not just size. If you're learning fossil news, look for provenance and condition details first. That's the fastest way to separate hype from real history. Did you know scientists think a sugar key could help explain how life's ingredients formed in space? They found complex sugars can form on icy dust grains, then trigger reactions that build larger molecules. Surprising fact, these sugar-building steps may happen without any plants or animals. Think of it like a molecular lock and key. Takeaway: when you hear life, remember it may start with simple chemistry on cold cosmic ice. Did you know NASA astronomers can spot black holes using telescopes that see invisible light? They track X-rays and radio signals as gas heats up and whirls inward. Surprising fact, some black holes grow by swallowing stars whole. Actionable tip: next time you watch space news, look for X-ray or radio mentions. Did you know space could help doctors see cancer earlier? Scientists are developing first-ever X-rays in lunar orbit, so astronauts could scan tumors or injuries during moon travel. On Earth, radiation can blur images, but in space it may stay cleaner. Quick scans mean faster treatment decisions. Takeaway: support space medicine and remember, early imaging saves lives. Did you know Samsung claims the Galaxy Z Fold 8 crease looks less visible thanks to Flex titanium on the display? The surprising part: it's not magic paint, it's material engineering aimed at better fold behavior. Flexing can shift how light scatters across the screen. Action tip: when testing, check the crease at different angles and brightness, not straight on. Did you know Samsung just teased Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2 with AI health upgrades? That means your watch may spot patterns earlier, not just count steps. Surprising fact, AI can flag subtle changes in sleep trends before you feel different. Tip: use weekly trends, not single-day results. Quick takeaway: turn on alerts, check your trend summary daily, and share what you learn with your doctor. Did you know Curiosity spotted a honeycomb pattern on Mars that looks almost engineered? Scientists say it could form when silica-rich minerals flow, then crack in shrinking or drying cycles. Surprising fact, honeycombs also appear on Earth in volcanic rocks and dried mud. Tip: when you see repeating patterns, think process, not aliens. Takeaway: look for clues like mineral layering and cracking to decode how the landscape formed. Did you know a meteorite once hit a New Jersey home, and it can be a rare solar system fragment? Scientists say meteorites are leftover space rock from early planet building. One clue is a thin, melted black fusion crust on the outside. Don't pick it up with bare hands and report finds to experts. Your takeaway: if you spot a strange rock, photograph it and contact local researchers fast. Did you know scientists spotted raspberry sugar in interstellar space, like the cosmos left fingerprints? Surprisingly, sugar-building blocks can form on dust grains in cold space. This hints that life's ingredients may travel through space before landing on planets. Takeaway: when we find organic molecules, we learn where to look for life's origin. Follow the chemistry. Did you know a missing planet can look like it vanished, then reappears around a young star? Astronomers watch the star's light dip. When a planet's orbit lines up, it briefly blocks light, revealing itself. That's why a planet can hide for years, then suddenly show up. Surprise! Tiny timing shifts can mean the planet moved into a better viewing angle. Takeaway: pay attention to repeating light dips. They're the sky's way of doing scheduled spotlight reveals. Stop scrolling, Chicago, because your horoscope is so accurate it just tried to reorganize my fridge. Thursday, July 16, 2026. Expect unexpected news like your phone suddenly saying, low battery, emotional too. Love, flirt like it's 90 degrees and you're sweating sincerity. Money, the stars say save, but your cart says add one more thing. That's the vibe. If the universe offers a shortcut, take public transit, not chaos. Did you know a hidden planet was just spotted around a young star, even though it's been there for years? Astronomers used tiny dips in starlight as the planet crossed, and its weak signal finally rose above noise. Surprisingly, young stars are stormy, so the planet's shadow was hard to track until better data. Tip: when detection improves, older planets can suddenly look new. Action: follow updated surveys because patience plus better instruments reveals more. Did you know a $399 smart ring might replace your blood pressure cuff? It can't measure BP directly. Instead, it uses light sensors to track pulse changes, and AI turns that pattern into an estimate. Surprising fact, BP correlates with pulse wave speed. Another, readings improve when you're still. In other words, it watches your blood flow signals, then predicts. Action: sit quietly 2 minutes where it's snug and compare trends, not one-off numbers. Did you know Notebook LM is about to get way smarter with the upcoming 3.5 plus anti-gravity upgrade? Expect better document understanding, faster answers, and smoother citation links inside your notes. Surprising fact, it can treat scattered notes like one story, not separate pages. Another surprise, asking where this came from becomes easier with clearer grounding. Action: upload one messy doc, then ask a question that forces sources, and watch the notes connect. Did you know scientists can spot a planet's first atmosphere by how starlight changes as it passes in front of its star? Using the transit method, they look for tiny dimming patterns. Surprising fact, even thin gases can leave fingerprints like sodium or water vapor. Another surprise, clouds can hide signals, so it's like reading a foggy barcode. The key evidence is repeated dips across wavelengths. Takeaway: when dips match specific colors and atmosphere and possible habitability, moves from guess to proof. Did you know some scientists say tiny meteorite fragments from New Jersey may contain extraterrestrial amino acids? Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, which all living things need. Here's the surprising part: meteorites can seed spaceborne chemistry on Earth. Even so, labs must carefully test to rule out contamination. Actionable takeaway: if you hear alien claims, look for peer-reviewed testing methods and contamination controls. Did you know NASA spotted an unusual near-Earth asteroid that looks out of place in space? Scientists noticed it has a surprisingly reflective surface and wobbles as it spins, hinting at a fractured interior. One more surprise: it passed closer than the moon's orbit in our sky, so observations were extra valuable. Action step: watch NASA updates because close flybys reveal asteroid clues that could improve impact safety. Did you know a 390-million-year-old meteor crater was confirmed just from Google Maps by a hiker? He spotted a weird ring-shaped depression, then scientists checked the rocks. Surprise! Impact craters can look like ordinary hills until you find shock clues. Quick tip: use elevation shadows in satellite views to spot circular patterns. Action: next hike, screenshot any odd rings and report them to local geology groups. Imagine rewinding time to make Heartstopper again, but the universe bills you in angst. Kit Connor and Joe Locke say, "Yeah, we'll do it forever." Because fans aren't just watching, they're surviving. And if it always matters, then our tears are basically part of the budget. Wait, did I just cry on screen? Plot twist: it's called love. Did you know NASA is already training for Artemis III, aiming to launch astronauts in 2027? One key reason: every test of the Space Launch System and Orion has to prove they can handle deep space radiation and landing stress. Surprise fact: the moon's surface has dust that acts like sandpaper, so they're rehearsing how to keep systems sealed and safe. Actionable takeaway: watch for more test milestones, because each one is a step towards safer, faster future missions. When NASA hits the next milestone, it's not just progress, it's proof. Did you know astronomers may have spotted a sugar molecule in deep space for the first time ever? Using radio signals from a cold cloud, they detected chemical fingerprints that match a molecule called glycolaldehyde, a key building block for sugars. Surprise 1. These molecules can form without sunlight in frigid darkness. Surprise 2. Chemistry happens before planets even fully form. Takeaway: next time you hear space is empty, remember it's actively making ingredients. Did you know a meteorite just landed in a New Jersey home, and astronomers say it may carry life's building blocks? Scientists found organic compounds, meaning carbon-rich material that can form key molecules. Surprisingly, meteorites can deliver these ingredients even before Earth chemistry starts. If you ever spot one, don't touch it. Keep it in a sealed container and contact experts. Did you know some exoplanets are so puffy they're lighter than you'd expect? Astronomers call them superpuff planets because their density is extremely low for their size. That's surprising since gravity should squeeze them. The likely trick is thick, bloated atmospheres of hot gas. Actionable takeaway: next time you see planet size, look for density too, because it tells the real story. Did you know a rocky exoplanet just got detected with an atmosphere, even though it's close to its star? That matters because air can move heat and protect surface water from freezing. Surprise! Atmospheres can form even on rocky worlds, and the right mix could hint at habitability. But we can't say life yet because we still need detailed gases like oxygen or methane. Action: follow the planet's spectroscopy updates and share what you learn. Did you know the Perseid meteor shower can peak with dozens of streaks per hour, and you don't need a telescope? In Southern California, go after midnight, look east toward the constellation Perseus and bring a dark spot. Surprisingly, the best viewing area is anywhere with minimal streetlights, not the tallest hill. Also, your eyes need about 20 minutes to adjust. Start Friday night between 12 and 4 a.m. and just stare upward slowly. So Paramount and Warner Bros. Are merging, and Hollywood's like, great, more chaos. Meanwhile, Tennessee's thinking, cool, who's relocating the soundstage? Dave Schilling says this could reshape jobs, streaming deals, and Tennessee production, because the new boss loves spreadsheets. And if it kills your favorite show, remember, it wasn't canceled. It was just rebranded. Did you know NASA's Psyche mission is sharing its asteroid data to everyone for free? That means citizen scientists and researchers can analyze it fast. Psyche also captured a dramatic Mars flyby time-lapse, turning distant space into a moving story. Pro tip: open NASA mission pages, download datasets, and try one simple measurement today. Because the coolest space insights can start with you. Did you know scientists just found the first atmosphere clues on an Earth-like planet in its habitable zone? In the earliest study, they detected signals that match molecules linked to possible chemical activity. Surprisingly, the planet's habitable zone doesn't guarantee life, it just means conditions could allow it. Your takeaway: always ask, how do we know the atmosphere? Look for spectral fingerprints, because that's how space confirms what air is really doing. Did you know the James Webb Space Telescope can see black holes feeding? It watches the hot, swirling gas in the black hole's accretion disk glow in infrared light. Surprising fact: the dust that blocks visible light turns into a bright infrared sign. Another surprise: Webb can spot faint galaxies where this feeding just started. Actionable takeaway: look for infrared glow when thinking about black hole activity, not just dark holes. Did you know a meteorite just hit a home in New Jersey, and it could help scientists study where life's ingredients come from? Meteorites sometimes carry organic molecules and amino acid building blocks. Some even contain water-bearing minerals. If it's found and tested quickly, labs can analyze its chemistry. Takeaway: document the site, don't handle with bare hands, and report it to local authorities or a university.